You know what? When you record a whole bunch of episodes, maybe not even in one sitting, but a bunch of episodes, and then you just keep pushing off the editing process, pushing it off, off. Eventually you realize, crap, I've got to edit like 9 videos now. Yeah, that's me today. Hey guys, welcome back to Let's Play Star Ocean. Last time, we continued our way through the time-space laboratory and met up with Asmodeus, though he may, or she, I'm still not sure, made a little bit of an escape. This time, we're going to hopefully find him or her. Like I said, I'm not sure if they even mentioned the Asmodeus' gender. I'm assuming it's a he just because standards, and that's usually what it is. The big bad guy is almost always male. Except in... nothing's coming to mind. Nope, nothing's coming to mind. There's probably some. The idea is that there's definitely way more male final bosses, main bad guys and all that jazz. Anyway, we have a whole bunch of skill points at this stage in the game. Joshua nearing max. So with Joshua, I'm actually going to use some. Since I'm not using him for any item creation, I'm basically just going to max out things that are important, like things that are going to give him stats, motor mouth, which is very important. Writing, of course, gives him stats. Kitchen gives him stats that I won't be using. Let's see, Danger Sense, you can max that out now. That doesn't cost very much. Now, I'm not going to do this with everyone, and Piety to increase his intelligence. There we go. I pretty much used all of the skill points I had just with those. You can kind of get an idea of how much you've saved by using the authoring ability to create these books by doing this. Biology and psychology are the next on the docket to get points put into. Pretty much all he needs to put points into at this point, except for the very few that he needs for perseverance and patience to max out his training ability, which will probably be the immediate next thing I'll do right before I probably end up dropping him out of my party. Anyway, at this point I've changed a couple of things, not a lot, but I figure I might as well go over that real quickly. As far as text go, this is what I've got. I added another set of Saboteur's Twin Slashes on the 3rd page. Area, I added nothing, same as it was before. Fear, I added 3 volley and 3-way on the 2nd page. The other 2 use up too much MP and just aren't all that effective, so I don't want them using it. Well, Aqua Spread's not that effective. Galaxy God Breath is more effective, but it costs too much. Joshua, these are the spells I have him using. I turned off Word of Death since he never casts it anyway. He's got his Cure spells, Thunder, Tractor Beam for non-elemental, and Earthquake. Marvel, even though she won't be used in the upcoming boss fight, is pretty much the same. I threw Seal Crystal after Art Crystal, just because why not. Ronix has Tractor Beam and Explode. I don't really care about what he's got anyway. Over here, we're pretty much the same as before. Tempest Staff is not particularly effective. I just kind of leave it on there. Mirror Slice is effective, but it's going to one-shot most enemies anyway, so I only have 2. And Hailstorm is cheap and does lots of damage, so that's always going to be on there. Millie, turn off all of her curing abilities except for Fairy Light and Fairy Heal. Reverse those 2. Haste Delay, Growth, she almost never, and Protection, she pretty much never uses, so you'll have to use them yourself. So I could probably turn them off, but whatever. Dispel, Antidote, and the healing spells must stay on. You want those on for sure. Pretty much everyone I have set at this point. Let's take a look at Radix's skills real quick here. See if there's anything else useful for him to do. I guess I could up his Gale a bit. And writing. Now, for the most part, I do want my characters to keep a good supply of stat points, or skill points, because I'm going to be using them to, get 1, more abilities, and 2, I want to save enough for item creation. The reason why I maxed out with Joshua is 1, because I could, and 2, because I'm not using him for any more item creation. Well, any more customized. Pretty much all that's left. Anyway, with that being said, enter the next room. What do we have? Whoa. What do we have here? Who are these people? What the hell is going on here? Is there a rebellion on the way here? Currently... Oh... He's the source. Those must be those, whoa. Those must be those guys from before, from the spaceship. Okay, this makes no sense. Explain to me how this makes any sense. We're going back in time to change the future, but it can't be changed because it's already decided by history. Game! Really? That makes absolutely no sense. Oh well. Whatever. Anyway, it's final boss time, I guess? Yeah, as you can see... I didn't kill him already. Good. Some of my characters are still doing 0 damage. But yeah. Basically, use 7-star Swinklash and you will annihilate this guy real quickly. But as you can see, I'm doing 2,000 with the Berserk Ring. They're doing, you know, like 500 up to 1,000. Yeah, not particularly effective, but I had some experience out of it. That's always nice. And we killed the guy. Oh, well, I guess we still have some of his blood. Of course, even though the body isn't there. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Celebration music! We won! Well, of course we will. We're RPG heroes. We always go down in history as some of the most awesome heroes and do the most incredible deeds ever. That's just what we do. That's how we roll. From my heart instead of from the bottom of my heart? Interesting. Interesting choice. Okay, sure. And with that being said... Huh. Oh, we must be up in Vaughn Castle here. I think that's the castle we're in anyway. Get some exercise. Yeah, I'm sure you were, Captain. You're not supposed to go on away missions. You know that. And the music cut out, which is kind of unfortunate. I can hear it in the background. I think it's actually still there. It's just really, really quiet. And oddly enough, this is not foreshadowing, but it's echoed in a future Star Ocean game. We'll get to that eventually, I'm sure. I do want to play it, so... And of course, if I want to play something right now, since I've started making Let's Plays, I think it makes sense to make a damn Let's Play of it. Alright, so... yeah, I guess we're pretty much done here, aren't we? Where are the rest of our guys? Well, yeah, I guess we haven't really told them that we're, you know, from the future. Now, I may have actually come here earlier in the game. This is in the Sylvalent region. It's just an area that you can go to. It's a cape. That's about it. Yeah, so we haven't said goodbye to these people. We've just kind of left them with all my gear. Oh well. That's true. Well, they probably wouldn't believe you, but you could always, you know, show them us disappearing. Come to think of it, when we stepped through the time gate on the planet Styx, we all got thrown into various places. How do they know that this is the place that we need to go in order to, you know, head back through the gate? They never really mentioned that. Just something that came to mind. Yeah, I guess so. Won't be able to forget them. Well, yeah, I guess that makes sense. Alright, let's go. Now, how this works, I don't know, like I was saying, but apparently this is the warp point, or we just use the Eye of Truth anywhere we happen to find no one around and jump through and hoped it would take us where we wanted to go. I don't know. Well, that's kind of boring for an ending sequence. Show! Don't tell! Darn! He's all better now! You're saved! Cool! So we did manage to get the proper vaccine and everyone's fine. And of course he wants his music box back. I can't speak. Anyway, that's kind of funny. Oh, well that's nice. We got a nice ending here. Yay! And one of my favorite themes from the game again. Spring's almost over. We went through the entirety of spring. Of course, we also traveled back 300 years in the past, but oh well. Time to say goodbye. What, we don't have to worry about it? And this is true. Of course, the fact that no one would believe these people would also affect the fact that most other people that they talk to on other underdeveloped planets would not believe them either. You know, the other people on the planet wouldn't believe the people they approach and talk to like this. Yeah, they're kind of undermining their own, you know, prime directive here, but okay, whatever. They're nice enough to not have to do anything about it. You know, if you remember the start of the game, they were saying once we went on board, we wouldn't be able to come back here. And now they're nice enough to let us, you know, stay here. So we get nice, happy ending. Everyone's happy. And Team Rocket blasts off again. Goodbye, Team Rocket. Anyway, that's pretty much the game. Huh? What's going on now? What kind of situation? What are you talking about? I already finished the game. No more. I'm done. I finished it. I saved the world. I saved the entirety of the planet Roke. And well, I guess I didn't really stop the war. Fargate. Have we heard about them before? I believe we have, though I don't know what exactly was said about them. They demanded their surrender. Yes, if you don't recall, that was the mystery group. The planet Fargate was the mystery group behind the invasion of that other group of people that was at war with the Federation at the start of the game. They're also assumed to be the people that we came in contact with that were trying to kill Asmodeus in the, well, start of this video. Operation Stardust! Oh god, I just made myself think of wrestling. Ugh. It will confirm the existence of a wormhole. Of course. Why wouldn't there be a wormhole? It's a space story. Have to have that. Now ruled by G.A. Revorse. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce it. G.A. Revorse. I'm assuming that's how you pronounce that. I don't know. Anyway, he was created by human genetic experiments, which were disallowed even on Fargate. The impending invasion is being carried out almost entirely by his compulsory orders. So. Oh, apparently factions even on his own planet oppose him. Why do you think, dumbass? Of course they have. There's always a rebellion. Every time there's an evil emperor, there's a rebellion. Every time there's a rebellion, guess who we side with? Oh, right. Yeah, so very few people are supporting this invasion, and the majority of the planet wants it to stop as much as the Federation does. We now get permission to use the time gate. Oh, it's hilarious. They wouldn't allow anyone to go there for any reason at any time. We go there when we're not supposed to, get back, get told to go back there, and now we're allowed. Go figure. Oh, that's true. What exactly are we going to use it for then? So, well, their help. No, you don't mean. Yeah, pretty much. Game is not over yet, guys. Oh no. We told you we'd never meet again, but we're really bad at, listening to orders, as you can tell. We already went through the time gate once, so yeah. You want to help us? Well, we kind of already are involved in this, so it does make sense to bring them in on it. And the thing is, it was their planet originally that we saved in order to, go on. That's the reason why we went through the whole process of the game in the first place, was to save the planet Rogue. And that's kind of who this group was targeting, so they're kind of involved in this situation as is. It makes sense to bring them back in. Not from, say the commander or whatever the high-up admiral guy was on the in the Federation. It wouldn't make sense from his perspective, but from Ronixus and Iria's perspective, for sure it makes sense. Bring them in. They're already involved in the situation, and they've proven themselves in battle. And yay, my party's here! Woohoo! And of course, we've gone back through there. I think that's what he was talking about, the admiral. Somehow he knew, or we told him what we did, and they knew about all these powerful people in the past, so we went back through the time gate to get them. Of course, this takes a matter of seconds or hours, when the first time it took what has to be, weeks or months. Fear and Tinnick say nothing. Alright then, so here we are. I'm assuming we've coming through the wormhole to get here, not through the time gate. I'm assuming, like I said, the time gate was just to grab more party members. My party's still set up properly. It is! Very nice. Yeah, I might change that later. Level up some of my other characters. Oh! Enemies! How did they know? Well, I don't know. Probably because they guard their stuff. We get some more enemies here. Let's use Twin Slash. Yeah, see, that attack is abusive. And does a lot of damage, so watch out for that. Oh, I'm still low on MP. That's great. Mega Flare Bomb! I still haven't done that thing with Puffy. I'll have to do that post-game. I'm going to do a lot of stuff post-game, like the revisiting all the towns for... oh, joy, you heal them now. Revisiting all the towns to do private actions. I want to do that. I want to talk to Puffy, do her little game. What else do I want to do in post-game? Mostly it's just the post-game dungeon. There's only one in this game, unlike future Star Ocean games where there's usually 2 or 3. Actually, I think the second game only has the 1. I could be wrong. Resistance is futile. Well, that's it. We're captured. Game over. Not much we can do now. Music would be nice, though. And yet we had to see all of our characters with a slow panning camera. That's nice. Who the hell are you? Hey, I think they're on my side. I'll take it. Okay, I'm all for you guys. You guys just busted me out of there. Who are you? Leader of the Anti-Reverse faction, aka the Rebels. That's funny. They actually know who we are here. Kind of cool. Makes sense, you know, instead of bringing, you know, just Brunexus and Iria in to do this with no healer, it makes sense to go and get some healers. And some people who can do a little more damage than both of them. Yeah, we don't need to sit down and learn the situation. Let's just go and headlong right into their dungeon and go straight for the boss. Yeah, why is this guy so pissed off at us in the Federation anyway? Why? Yeah, of course you are. Yeah, I did something bad, I figured out it was bad, and I made a rebellion against it to stop my own creation. Pretty standard. Desolate planet, hardly any natural resources, water, or plant life. Okay, so people continue to live here. Someday we can find a new place to live. Oh, this is where they did the research, so at least we should at least have a map for this area going in. Hint, hint. No map. Well, I have a map, but they don't. Development of a biological weapon used for the invasion of Earth. Makes sense. Okay, so here is the key information. G is the only successful result of their genetic research. Combination of a powerful body, an intelligent mind. Basically, he's supposed to be a god. And if you've played any Star Oceans before, you'll know they have a fascination with killing gods. It's weird that way. His genes. When they created him, the scientists wrote destructive instincts toward Earth into his genetics. Way over my head. Speaking of things that are way over my head, just got back into school there recently. By the time this video goes up, it'll be a little more. Like I said, I got 9 unedited videos that I need to work on. Yeah, it's going to take me a while. I got to start editing. Actually, I don't think I have very many unedited videos, or edited videos left to upload, so yeah, definitely got to work on that. Things that are going over my head? Math. Math goes over my head. Started a revolution, and set up his own dictatorship. He also slaughtered the researchers, but their insanity was written into his instincts, and basically he doesn't know what he's doing, or that's the picture they're trying to paint. Yeah, so bring us in to save ourselves. Well, that makes sense. Why didn't you do that earlier? Anyway, we pretty much know what we're doing at this stage in the game. Go kill the boss. That's pretty much what's left. This is the final dungeon. Down below, there's nothing particularly interesting. I thought she healed me, but oh no, here. There's our free healing point. That's nice. Anyway, that's pretty much going to do it for this episode. Like I was saying with that stuff going over my head, I took a geomorphology course. And I get into a lab, and the first thing I look at is, oh, math. This is supposed to be what you learned in high school. I look at it. I didn't learn that in high school. This is a second year class. I didn't learn this in first year. I'm screwed. Anyway, that's all for this one. Laugh at me if you want. I'm kind of crying inside right now because I don't know if I can get a full credit back if I drop the course at this stage. Anyway, enough of my whining. I'll see you guys next time.